Well, today we have the story of Bart, not Bart Simpson, but Bartimaeus, blind beggar whose sight was restored back to him. It's one of the miracle stories that we find in the Gospels, one of the many miracle stories that we've seen about, we've heard about, we've read about, and the Gospels are loaded with them. But this miracle story is a little bit different than the rest. We have a couple of different things going on. The disciples are clueless. If you read the whole Gospel part, they're clueless. And that's the theme of this Gospel. They've been in their own way blinder than Bartimaeus. Not long after they were bickering, remember a couple of weeks back, about who's going to sit at my right hand and my left hand in glory. And now we have a blind man by the side of the road, Bartimaeus. And they want to silence him. They don't even want him to talk, do they? Not one of the disciples speaks up for Bart, not one. And the crowd tries to also hush Bartimaeus up. They want it nice. They want it nice. Jesus is coming through. They want it peaceful. They want it nice. But Bartimaeus will have none of it at all. Not one bit. He wants to see. He wants to see today, not tomorrow, not yesterday. He wants to see now. He wants some sort of healing, and he knows that Jesus can heal him. And despite the crowds trying to hush him up, he screams louder, which I did in the Gospel as well, to show how tenacious. He's not going to let anybody get in his way. And the Gospels are telling us the same thing. Don't let anything get in your way. When you want something from God, hound him day in and day out. Hound him with all of your troubles, with all of your woes, with all the things that you need in life. Hound him. And when people don't like it, and Bartimaeus' crowd didn't like it because he was loud, that's too bad, isn't it? It's your life. You only get one. Hound God for the things that you need. Jesus, though, unlike the wonderful disciples, notices the people on the margins of society, doesn't he? Jesus notices the blind men, the deaf, the mute, and he hears their cries for help. Jesus always notices people on the margins. Do we, as disciples, are we like the disciples, not noticing them, wanting to hush them up? I'll be honest, there's one man down on Duval Street drives me absolutely crazy. He's there every day, except when it rains. I didn't see him there yesterday. And he's asking for money. He's tenacious. He's there every day. He's there every day asking. And like that man, Bartimaeus is there asking God time and time again, despite the disciples trying to hush him up. What do you want me to do for you, Jesus says to Bart. What do you want me to do for you? Bartimaeus not only knows what to ask for, he grasps more fully who Jesus is. He says, Son of David. He calls him Son of David. Remember the rich man 2 weeks ago who could not give up everything to follow Jesus? Remember a couple of weeks ago we had the rich man, and Jesus said, he said to Jesus, well, what more should I do? He said, give away your riches and follow me. Bartimaeus, right away, if you look at the gospel closely, takes the only thing that he has, a cloak, an old, probably ragged cloak, and he throws it aside and he runs toward Jesus in his blindness. The only thing that he owns, possibly, in his whole life, he throws it and he leaves it behind. You see the difference. The rich man couldn't leave his stuff behind. But Bartimaeus does follow Christ. We don't know how long he followed Christ, I think, for the rest of his life. Today, let us try to be like Bartimaeus, asking God day in and day out for all the things that we need. To ask God to heal us maybe of a broken heart, to ask God to heal us of blindness, maybe a spiritual blindness, to ask God to open our eyes, the eyes of our hearts to those on the margins of society. Today, let us not just try to act like Jesus anymore. Let us today, from here on, not just try to read up on what Jesus says. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, we read up on it. Oh, that's nice. And then, what do we do with it? Let us ask Jesus to be Jesus to other people. That's more important than knowing about Jesus. It's nice to know about Jesus, but it's more important to be Jesus to those people around you. Those people, especially on the margins, especially my friend on the Wall Street. Amen.
Amen.